Hi everyone, it's Catherine here from Chaos Creates. Thanks for joining me on my channel today. I'm here to share with you a layout for Confessions of a Paper Addict, and today I am using the free cut file for the month of May, and it's this beautiful floral rainbow cut file. Now, there it is, cut on white cardstock. I've got this selfie of Seb and I that I'm going to document, and I'm using the Daydream collection by Cocoa Vanilla Studio. So to be able to access this cut file for free, you need to go into the shop. There's a code in the Confessions of a Paper Addict Facebook group. So you'll be able to grab that code. So when you go and purchase something, you'll be able to add this cut file for free in the shop, which is confessionsofapaperaddict.com. So I am going ahead and trying to work out how to use this cut file. So I will have left links below to the Facebook group so you can find that code, as well as to this cut file. And yeah, so make sure you go ahead and check out the description. So I'm going to go ahead and color in these rainbow stripes using my Distress Oxides. And I think I've got speckled egg, faded jeans, abandoned coral, and tattered rose. I don't show you all of this, it's pretty straightforward. I'm just using a blending brush just to get the color on to the cut file there. And so I show you this first one, and then I will cut back in with the next part of my layout. So there you go. I have colored in all those rainbows. Now I'm just adding some gold shimmer, adding some drops of that gold spray, and now I'm just laying out my cut file and working through this. Now you'll see this come together. I really love this cut file. It's so beautiful, and I'm starting to add a title here. So I'm adding Sweet Days, and then I'll come in with some other alphas later. So I've pulled out a couple of rainbows from the die cut ephemera, and I'm just going through and putting one of those each side of the cut file and the photo. And I've got a little house there because this was a selfie that Seb and I took just on the balcony of our house with this gorgeous rainbow in the background. And yeah, so I wanted to add that house there to add in that element. So I'm just adding some florals now. And as you can see here, I do cover this cut file up quite a lot, and you'll see a little bit later on how that is going to change. But I am coming in with these alphas now, and I'm going to create this tile, and it's going to be Sweet Days with You. So I thought I could use that sort of row of rainbows, but the title was getting lost, so I'm just going to add that there. I won't, I don't stick it down properly just yet. You'll see me come back in and do that a little bit later on. So the title there is Sweet Days with You. And like I said, I don't know that we certainly weren't doing anything special that day. It had probably been raining. But yeah, Seb and I were just hanging out, saw this rainbow, went out on the balcony to see it, and snapped this selfie. So as you can see, I had laid everything out, and now I pull everything off, and I'm going ahead and cutting the branding strip off this piece of paper. These are little raindrops, so I really loved how that looked. Now I'm going to lay my cut file down. I am tucking the photo in and underneath that cut file there, so I'm just gluing it to the cut file. And I have actually... So I'm using the inner pieces, obviously, that I've created the color on. I did actually go ahead and back all of the florals just with some vellum, just so that there was something behind there. So I'm just sticking that straight to the background, and then I'm going to go ahead and pop up each of those rainbows. And as you can see, I'm sticking the florals straight over those beautiful, cut file florals. And yeah, so you'll see how they may change later. Now I come in, I'm going to pop up the sweet banner here with some foam and stick that down. Yeah, I just wanted to give that a little bit more dimension. And then I will move that width because that was not going to be in the right spot now. Because as I'm sticking things down, the layout's kind of changed a little bit and it evolves. So I'm just kind of moving things around. So Sweet Days, and then I'll put down with, and then I will put down and stick down the U. So I hope you've been able to grab some Confessions of a Paper Addict cut files. I know there was just a sale in the store, so yeah, I hope you've grabbed yours and are creating. So I've just added those die cuts. I've stuck those down. I'm sticking that piece of floral down there. That has changed because I sort of moved things around a little bit more, so it needed to tuck behind the photo. Then I'm just adding these little word sentiments. So this one is "Oh Happy Day," and the other one says "Together." And I like how this is coming along. As I'm creating this, I'm like, yeah, I really love this. I think it's looking great. So I'm just going to stick down a couple of butterflies, and I've got 2 blue ones here, and then I do go ahead and fussy cut another one because I felt like I needed a 3rd butterfly. So I'm just looking through, I couldn't find one. So I go ahead and get my 6x8 paper, or the A5 paper stack, I should say, in Cocoa Vanilla Studio. And I'm just going to pick out this blue butterfly and just quickly fussy cut it, and that will make it onto the layout. So what else can I tell you? I think I've told you all that you need to know. Just go ahead and check out the descriptions for any links out to things. This month's cut file release is stunning, and I'm super inspired and looking forward to creating a lot more layouts for this month to share with you. This floral rainbow really stood out to me, and I jumped straight on to be able to use it. So now I'm just putting a couple of sequins. So I'm putting 3 sequins around these different clusters. So I've got one at the bottom there, one at the top near the rainbow, and then I'll put another one down near the rainbow where the photo is. So as you can see, I have stuck everything down with wet adhesive, and I'm thinking, yep, I'm nearly done. I'm going to add these sequins and then add some gold glitter spray, just dab that on around the layout. And at that point, I'm like, yeah, I'm finished. And then I went to take some photos, and I was like, I am not happy with this. I sent a photo to the design team, and I was like, I think I've covered up too much of the cut file. It just wasn't working for me. So here's me, fixing this up and making it what I want. So I've gone ahead and I've pulled those die cuts off. I really wanted to be able to see the floral part of the cut file. So I've pulled the die cuts off. I'm just going to move that whole cluster further down the page so you can still see those florals from the cut file. And so I'm just sticking everything back down. But as you can see, just lower, I was super careful to kind of pull this off the cut file. And look, it's got a few little rips, but nothing that you can see from, that you'll be able to see very closely. So I'm just putting this floral element now just tucking it under the photo there. And I've kind of left these 2 butterflies in the same position, but I am going to go ahead and add the sequins back around because I'd pulled those off too because I wasn't sure where everything was going to go. And I am so much happier with this layout now. I will leave you with some close-ups. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.